High fives, Havoc, high fives.
Alright,
Great, that means I'm the weird foreign guy that they talk to.
kinda. Alright, so last we left our intrepid heroes, you had been moving through the second floor of the mountain. You've been dealing with Clan Black Death for some time now. They're the poison guys.
Assholes.
You've been moving through like the back corridors of their territory rather than going on any of the main paths. I don't know if that's on purpose or not, but it just seems to be the way that you're taking. Um, yeah. Last we left off, we had entered into the second half of one of their areas, and that's this giant table you see before you. Off to your immediate right and left are two really large double doors. One leads into another area that I haven't built yet, so
Please don't do
do
that.
me a favor since I spent like 6 hours on this earlier today, and don't just immediately go through there. Not that I'm trying to direct you where to go, but it would be a
In the
pain in the
immortal
butt.
words of Steve, I feel like we should go left.
Yeah, great. And then there are other doors off to the right. Besides that, there is a fairly wide hallway. You just came from a narrow hallway, only 10 feet across, but the hallway widens at this point in time and yeah, continues onward, seemingly getting wider in places for no apparent reason.
Oh. Is there any writing or anything above each of these doors telling us exactly where they would lead to?
Boom, 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 boom. Well, let's see. That's orange. Ah, my eye just started freaking out. Ah, muscle spasm. No good. Um, the door right here,
Mm-hmm.
there's a large placard next to it. It reads in Dwarven, of course, and it says livestock and farms.
Okay, interesting. Alright,
There's no sign on this door.
for that door. Okay. So Havoc, where you want to go? Yep, right.
I guess we can go this way or this way.
Just a question: is that blood actually there?
Yep.
Okay.
So clearly we go that way.
I've spent a decent amount of time on the board today, so almost everything is WYSIWYG.
As we are walking and going to this where the room widens, I want to look to see if there's a reason why it widens. So ceiling, floors, and walls.
Okay, you want to make a perception check for me?
I will certainly try that.
Nice. You can't come up with a reasonable explanation as to why the hallway would get bigger in this place. I mean, instead of being 20 feet across, suddenly it widens to 30 feet across for about 40 feet of hallway, and then it narrows again back to 20. In any case, it's still a pretty wide hallway with fairly tall ceilings. Like, I would say the ceilings are 20 to 30 feet high.
So how about this blood?
It's blood. It's old. It's mostly turned brown at this point in time. It's kind of sludgy because of the humidity in this area.
So, yeah,
I don't
he's
suppose
not
we
good.
get like a knowledge nature or something to figure out what it is.
I mean, you can try.
$23.
It's some sort of, I mean, knowledge nature. It's not going to tell you really what blood it is. It's blood.
I'm just gonna run along the wall and
Uh-huh.
inspect it more closely
Sure.
because it just doesn't seem right.
I mean, you got a 20.
Just no reason? Like, can't be it. Can't just open up for no reason. Alright. Okay. Maybe it has to do with the architecture of the rooms on the other side. Alright, Havoc. I
So,
don't see anything that's...
during this long
off.
hallway, there's a door there. You guys see that, right?
Yes, I
Okay.
do see the door there.
Can I figure out at least how long the blood has been there?
Sure. It's probably been there a number of days.
Okay.
So it's
Just trying to do
recent-ish.
the ranger thing, tracking and stuff.
Sure. It's not completely dry, like it's not crusted to the floor. The high humidity in here has kept it somewhat saturated.
Doorway down the hall.
Do you want to check this door, or do you want to come down here to the big one?
We can check this one. I don't like leaving things behind us.
Right.
That's how you get surrounded. I'm going to inspect the door for traps.
Okay, that makes good sense.
This entire place is trapped.
I mean, not the entire place, but yeah, a goodly portion of it.
24 perception.
Okay. The door does not appear to be trapped. That said, you can hear a great deal of barking ordered undercommon from the other side. Someone's yelling at subordinates saying, you lot of, let them get way further than, let those meddling heroes get way further than anybody else ever has. What have you been doing to stop them recently? What, why do I always have to deal with everything and you morons, don't do jack? Stuff like that. He's generally berating them.
Can I get an approximation of, judging by how far away the noises are through the door, how far away the speaker is from the door?
Best guess, probably further than 10 feet, closer than 30.
Havoc, there's like a leader of these guys in this room. Do you think we should just take care of him, or?
I kicked the door down.
Of course.
Okay. Can you make an attack roll on the door for me?
Oh, it's barricaded.
It
This
is.
should be.
Damage. Are you just like booting the door,
That's
or
a
are you...
31.
No, yeah, to hit. It's a door. I wasn't. You don't need to roll to hit.
Oh,
But
sorry.
what kind of damage are you gonna do to the door? Are you gonna just boot it, or are you gonna hit it with your sword? What are you doing?
I'm just gonna boot it.
Okay. So, what damage on a kick is what, a D2?
I think.
Yeah, unless you've got monk levels. So, how much damage do you do after your strength bonus? Or how much is your strength bonus, rather? Damage
5.
bonus. Alright. So you kick the door, and it splinters a little bit, but it's reinforced on iron hinges, so you hear a sudden from the inside, and suddenly there's like a quick clanging of people grabbing stuff, and the guy that was yelling in Undercommon essentially says, "Make sure they don't get through, morons!" And yeah, then there's another sound of a door slamming inside.
They seem rather upset that you're kicking open the door.
That'll happen.
No? So are you going to continue to kick down the door?
I'm gonna swing my halberd at it this time.
Roll some damage.
I'm going to take a step back.
Sure.
$14 damage.
Really? That's all? Okay. Well, you mostly destroy the door at this point in time. It would be considered like
Oh,
difficult.
sorry, 16.
Okay. Well, you would be like difficult terrain if you wanted to go through it, but you could. So anyway, there's holes in the door at this point in time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 6 and What's your AC there, Jeremy?
A lot. Hold on. 27.
That's not that much. I mean, it's pretty good. Alright, so I miss a whole lot. Bunch of arrows come flying out of the holes in the door.
Oh, really? I'm gonna put a fireball through one of the holes then.
Okay. You want to roll some damage for me?
Really hope I'm not like a prisoner in this room.
If you are, we're about to have some roast frog up in here.
No clue.
Alright. Let's double check what my damage. I think that's 10d6 for fireball. It is indeed 10d6. Is there a way to generate more dice?
Yeah. So you just copy and then paste.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, I gotcha.
Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Thank you. And put this, and then just go. 40 damage.
Nice. So with a sudden, you know, there's and just a pretty painful scream and a yelp for a hot second, and then, yeah, nothing. There's this slight sound of burning, you know, objects coming from behind the door.
Havoc, apparently they don't like it when you put stuff back through the holes.
Good.
You gonna bust the door down the rest of the way? Yes, no, maybe.
Can you hear me?
Only sometimes. If you talked before, can you hear me?
I'm going to put my hand through one of the holes in the door and reach for like the locking mechanism
Mm-hmm.
and open it.
Yep. Okay, you open the door. Well done. It is a room that has destroyed. Can you guys see the back wall to the room, or is it hidden?
No. It is hidden.
Son of a bitch. Anyway, so it's a room that used to house a number of tables and other things of that nature, but it's hard to say what it was exactly.
Because it's all on fire.
Yeah, anything of value that has the ability to light on fire pretty much is. there's a lot of chunks of table and pieces of parchment and other things of that nature, debris floating through the air with sort of on fire and filtering down like soot.
Kobold count?
Hard to say. Some of them were vaporized. You're guessing that you count more than 5?
Okay.
Probably less than 20.
It's a big range, alright. But none are alive.
No! Mm-mm. No.
No,
It was...
2 kobolds are not on fire.
No, 2 kobolds are not on fire. It's true.
Okay.
Alright, so you come to another set of doors. Well, one big door, rather. Just like the last one, this is well reinforced. It's hard to get an idea of whether or not the room was set up in any sort of a, meticulous way because of the way that you destroyed the last one.
I knock on the door and say housekeeping.
You don't hear anything from the other side.
This is totally a trap, but...
Do, 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 do. Are you opening the door?
I'm gonna try.
Oh, I didn't hear that, Jeremy. Apparently
Sorry.
sometimes when you talk, it just doesn't come through.
Not the first time in my life.
Alright. Well, you open the door. It opens easily with no issues. Here we are. Another room.
Not on fire.
Not on fire. It's true. There's a couple of shields that hang from the wall. There are a lot of books in this room and a desk that has been used, obviously, recently. So there's a kobold of learning in here, apparently, somewhere.
Yeah, there's there's at least 2 shaman and 1 witch doctor. Damn that.
So there's a door there and a door there.
While he walks over there, I'm gonna take a quick look and see if there's anything with the desk and the bookcases as far as looks like material that I should be reading.
Okay. Material that you should be reading.
Notes, things along that nature.
Sure.
I'm gonna check the door.
So this
for
is
traps.
just a briefing room, and it sort of attests to. It's got some random corridors and like plans laid out for like future development of the Clan Black Death area. It sort of denotes the borders that you can sort of see if you zoom out on the map here. Besides that, it also talks about military capabilities of Clan Black Death and who some of its allies are versus enemies.
Oh, anything of note as far as enemies and allies?
Okay, give me a hot second. Da, 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 da. Okay, so there are 100. Well, at one point in time, there were 113 kobolds of Clan Black Death. 50 soldiers. You guys have all that. Clan Black Death occupies all the trouble zones. They are bitter enemies of Clan Dreadnought and Clan, Skull Kickers? Yeah. skull kickers.
No one likes the skull kickers, apparently.
Yeah, they are allied with Clan Mangled Fist.
Okay. Alright,
Oh,
thank you.
Clan Tornclaw also. Sorry.
As an ally?
Yeah,
Thank you.
you bet. Doo-ba-doo. Alright, Jeremy, you said that you were checking for traps. What'd you roll?
Yeah.
Number?
33.
Nice. So there is a trap on this door, but it was essentially activated hastily, from what you can tell. It's a simple, like, pull wire. You open the door and something will happen. You're not quite sure what, but it's obviously there. It doesn't seem to be set with the same amount of care that you've come to expect from this certain clan.
I do not have disable device.
I'll take care of it. Uh, 32.
Yep, that'll do it. You easily detach the tripwire, and, well, the door appears to be untrapped from this point. It is locked, however.
I will pick the lock.
Go ahead.
Mm. 24.
24. That'll do. The door opens. From what you can tell, it's a bedroom. There's a very fancy chair, a nice dresser, and a large bed in the back corner of the room.
Mm. Take a look around the room.
Go ahead. Okay. Hiding / cowering underneath the bed is a very well-dressed kobold, like clutching a dagger really close. It's smeared with that horrible brackish poison, but he isn't leaping out to his immediate death, so he's got at least a little bit of brains, and he is dressed like he's important.
Come on out, little guy.
Okay, so upon realizing that the jig is up and he's been seen, he does crawl out. He's quite wary, but he realizes that he's trapped and cornered, so he doesn't have much of a choice. And you just fireballed the room full of his friends, so he knows that you have at least some range capability.
What's your name?
Alright, so climbing out from underneath the bed is Granak, however the hell you pronounce his name. He's the leader of Clan Black Death. He's like, "Oh, noble adventurers, please leave me alone."
Is this the same voice that
No.
was telling people to kill us and stuff?
Yeah, oh yeah.
5 seconds ago, you were talking about killing us.
Well, I mean, you're invading our land. This is our land. You're an invader.
Isn't this the dwarf land?
No, the dwarves haven't lived here in almost 2 centuries.
How did you get it then?
They left. It's ours now. They didn't want it, obviously.
Well, what if we want it?
Well, we still want it. We haven't left.
You're slowly leaving.
No, we're not. I mean, you can genocide off all of the warriors and what have you, but there will always be kobolds in this mountain. We have dug deep into this mountain.
That kind of sounds like a challenge.
But okay, so let me get this straight. I don't care about you guys. I have zero cares about what the kobolds are doing here or what they want to do. I don't want to hurt you. You keep shooting things at me and they suck. So, I really don't care. I just want to get to the top of this place.
Mm-hmm.
How do I do that?
Well, I've never been to the top.
How come you've never been to the top?
It's not like we hold high tea at, different locations in this mountain. There are a number of tribes, and we are at constant war with each other. I mean,
Well,
think about it this way. I mean, you might want to get to the top. You could think of this area as like a safe zone for you if you leave me alone. If you don't leave me alone, then I'm sure all of my clan will hunt you throughout this mountain.
okay, you say
Threat's not gonna help you right now, buddy.
It's not a threat, it's the truth. If you take me out, that's what's going to happen.
all of your clan. Now, I don't know how many you think you have, but I'm here to tell you that's a lot less number than you're thinking. Listen, I just want to get to the top. You've never been there.
Never been
That's
there.
fine. Where would I go to get there? General directions?
Honestly, you're probably going to have to travel through... God, what is the brown area? Give me a hot second. Figure that out. Dun, 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 dun. You might have to deal with clan knee-biters. They're kind of frustrating. We're at war with them. Clan Blood is... You're gonna have to deal with them for sure. Because they're like the guardians of whoever the hell is in charge of the mountain. And... Also, there's like a prison area that's just to the west of my lands. There is a strike force that occupies that area. They say they're not a clan. Basically, they're just like the best of the best kobold warriors that have all decided to get together and like claim a part of the mountain.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
you'll probably have to deal with them too.
Alright. So listen. Let me see if I got this right. How many clans are there in this mountain?
Oh,
And it's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, not including Clan Dreadnought.
I would include Clan Dreadnought in that as well.
Yeah, our scouts have reported that they're almost completely eradicated.
Yeah. So, let me just see if I got this right. 7 clans now, not including Dreadnought. And it's Clan Black Death is you guys.
Mm-hmm.
The Knee Biters, the Blood,
Mm-hmm.
Mangled Fist,
Mm-hmm.
Horn Claw,
Yep.
Skull Kickers,
Mhm.
Knee Biters.
Yep.
Alright. We know you don't have a lot of soldiers left. We know that most of your people are, just women, children, elderly, things like that.
Mhm.
I don't want to kill them.
You sure?
I really don't.
Because you've been going through here eradicating my people like it's going out of style.
I have not shot anything that hasn't tried to shoot me first.
I have.
Havoc, I know.
Alright, well, how about this? Not only will I give you safe passage through my territory if you leave me alone, I'll hook you up. I have a... We recently made a deal with a powerful shaman, and I'll give him to you to go along your merry way if you just fuck off and leave me alone.
Okay.
Yeah, but you should come with us for a little while just to make sure you're not gonna double cross us.
Nope. I've told you what I'm willing to do.
How about this? You give us the shaman.
hmm
We don't kill you. We don't kill any more of you guys. And we'll go ahead and kill all the other little people. You know, the skull kickers and the knee biters. You know, all those people you hate. And then when we can come back here and stay, see, we'd be like allies. You could be #1 clan of kobolds. I already said, I don't give a shit about you guys. I just want to get to the top.
hmm
Now, you could double cross us, but we both know that that would end poorly for everyone. So,
It might end poorly, yeah. I mean, why would I throw away a sure thing?
what's the sure thing?
The sure thing is, peace in our time. All that.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, you're just assuming that I'm going to double cross you. Why would you think that? Are you racist?
Mostly.
Every kobold I've seen since I've entered this place has tried to shoot me with an arrow.
Well, you're an invader, like I said. You're on our land.
And instead of sending a peaceful envoy, you shoot arrows.
Yeah, because it's effective. We don't need to send peaceful envoys until you're in our face.
Like now. Yes.
Yeah.
What language is he speaking?
Undercommon.
Okay. Okay.
Sometimes when he whips out big words, he switches over to Draconic.
Interesting. Okay. So, you would help us out as far as, shaman, and we could have a place to stay safely in this area. In exchange, we don't kill any more of your people or yourself. Obviously, your people can't attack us. We don't want to have to kill them. And you give us as much information about your nearby areas as possible, as far as doors and what goes where, so that we can properly navigate ourselves. And then we don't hurt you, we'll probably end up killing some of the other clans, because they probably won't be as diplomatic as you are, right?
It's possible. I don't know of many other kobolds that were trained by humans.
You were trained by humans.
Absolutely. Why do you think I'm so well spoken? I've got book learning coming out of the wazoo. I mean, unfortunately, my race kind of hinders my ability to fight. It's a simple fact of the matter that we are frail as a species.
Okay.
Huh.
Havoc.
What?
What do you think?
I think he's gonna betray us the minute we get out of this room, but if he's smart, he won't. Because I will literally spend the rest of my life in this mountain killing every single one of them if he betrays us.
All the more reason for him not to.
See? That I believe. You're a believable person.
Good. I don't lie.
Alright.
So then we come to an agreement?
Seems like it. Here, I'll show you my shaman. So he's like, excuse me, and he tries to get past you to get out of the room. You good with that?
As long as he doesn't try to stab me
Yep.
with a dagger.
Alright, so he just goes around the corner and then down into this other nearby bedroom. Okay. So there's a small fire going in the fireplace. Comfortable mat on the floor, and yeah. There's his shaman. He's like, yeah, this guy showed up a little while ago, said that he was willing to do us some favors in order to, you know, get some good, I don't know, whatever from this dragon. Every once in a while, we kind of get bonuses for accomplishing things, and I was going to give this shaman our bonus from the dragon.
That's it. A frog.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Cordal. I'm the Star Frog.
The star frog.
See, he's a star frog. That makes him better than normal frogs. You're getting a deal.
I look at Phil Brick like this kobold has lost his fucking mind.
How tall is Havoc?
Havoc is like 6'6".
Alright, he is 1'8". He's about the size of your boot. But he walks up to you and he floats up to eye level with you. Ah,
It's
really big.
a magical frog.
Yeah, I don't know. I was getting the feeling like they were gonna try and eat me. You take me away.
Frog
I mean-
is good meat.
Why
I'm
would you
really
say
not
that?
very
We're
good
not barbarians. I don't
No,
appreciate
they were trained by
that.
humans. He was
Not
trained
you,
by
but the
humans,
other
guys.
ones. The other ones are terribly uncivilized and
They
don't
do
know.
what I say, though, right?
Yeah, mostly. I don't know. A couple of them looked at me hungrily. I wouldn't do that. I mean, I'm not poisonous like my cousin Kramet, but you know,
Cram it.
don't eat me.
So you're a shaman.
Yeah. I said I'm the Star Frog.
Okay.
I don't know. Depends on who you ask. I mean, they think I'm crazy, but I think I'm the reincarnated soul of the first frog to ever reach for the heavens.
Okay.
Wow.
And yeah,
So with the frog, we also get a safe place to stay, right? Accentuating more the safe place to stay than the frog.
Yeah, no problem. As long as you don't mess with any more of my people, you're
Tell them to
good.
stay clear. They're the ones in the all black, right?
Yep.
Tell them to stay clear, and we'll stay clear. We won't hurt them.
oh, by the way, this frog is all black with a white star over one of his eyes. Yeah.
Wow, great.
And
Welcome aboard.
when he walks after you, he hovers 6 inches off the ground.
Okay then. So you come with us and help, and we'll get you out of here. Okay.
Yeah, that sounds cool. That's better than what I
Cool.
mean, I was having fun here. They fed me.
Yeah. So yeah, you might want to let some of your people know that not to attack us.
I'll get word out. I mean, no promises that every single one of them will get it if you're like moving with some haste. But if you wait, I can tell them.
We'll wait.
Okay,
We'll wait.
then just hang out. I'll be back then. All right.
Yeah.
So
What are
he
you
leaves.
guys doing here?
He leaves.
He's totally gonna double cross us.
So, what are you guys doing here? I was just outside and I heard there was a dragon and then I was surrounded by kobolds.
I
like
hunt
treasure.
dragons.
I like treasure. And this
That-
place is
that's-
magnificent.
That's a decent pursuit. Treasure
They're
usually
more or
leads
less
to
here.
good.
Somewhere.
Yeah, I get lost pretty easily too. But that's alright. I'm immortal.
What? What?
Yeah, I'm immortal. Really big deal. When I die, I come back in a different body. It's interesting.
Right. You're immortal. Gotcha.
I'm not always a frog. I like being a frog. I was a gnome once.
Great.
So how?
Okay.
Without sense motive, you probably all think he's insane.
Yeah.
But he truly believes every word he's saying.
So how long do you guys wait around for Garanak to come back?
He's not coming back. Are you kidding?
I'll wait about an hour before we start heading off.
Okay.
Can we
Yeah.
wait 2?
It's up to you guys.
If we wait 2, I get my spells back.
We'll wait 2 then.
Okay. After about an hour and a half, he actually does come back. He's like,
okay.
"Oh, you guys are still here." Great. Yeah. Glad you're enjoying your stay. I'm gonna be over in my bedroom if you need anything. Just you know, like we said, don't hurt any other kobolds. I've passed the word around that you know, you guys are okay. My people will leave you alone.
Yeah, I smell a bunch of burnt cobalt. Is there anyone who still needs medical attention?
No, unfortunately, these individuals, whenever they come into contact with any of my people, and there's any aggressive nature happening, they don't leave people around that require medical assistance.
I'm sorry, should we be pulling punches when your people are firing toxic arrows at my friends?
Well, I mean, it's so that we can balance the scales, man. I mean, look at us. Look at us. Our arms are made out of, like, toothpicks.
I don't know, you look pretty big to me.
I mean, kobolds aren't that big. I mean, they're comparable in size to you. They're like 2 feet tall.
Yeah, they've got a good 4 inches on him.
We'll be by before we leave to double check with the whole map area thing so that we don't walk into anything that we shouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, I've told my people to be careful about you, but at the same time, the mountain's a pretty perilous place, and there are traps that we don't even deal with. Like, the dwarves left 200 years ago, but some of the things in here are terrible.
We know.
Alright, well, I'll be in the other room then. Bye. Okay, so you wait the remainder of the 2 hours, and yeah, you get your spells back.
This
Cheers.
is much better than my original plan. I was just going to disintegrate them and try and walk out on my own.
We may still end up needing to do that.
I do re-up my mage armor.
Alrighty.
What's up? Alright, so now we can go talk to him, find out. He said to the west there's a prison with some strike force guys.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a load of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, Brian, I do have an armor effect that's on me for 13 hours a day. Spirit
Okay.
Shield.
Alright.
All ranged attacks, including magical rays, get 50% miss chance on me, and it gives me a +8 armor bonus.
Jesus. That's awesome.
That's pretty good.
One of the revelations you can take.
Okay.
from I think Ancestor.
Does this say like prison above it somewhere?
Oh, if you're looking at these double doors, that's east.
Oh shit. Sorry.
West is that way.
All right.
More blood.
Oh hey, I know things about blood. Can I do survival or heal?
You can try survival, I guess. Just roll a d20.
That's 22.
Seems like the wound that was sustained was a pretty important area because the blood is dark, or darker than it would normally be. I mean, even though it's old, there's a lot of it in individual places. So, it's not like it was a minor wound.
Yeah, it looks like somebody severed an artery or something.
Yeah, it could have come from an artery or something of that nature.
Huh.
I doubt they're alive at the end of this.
Well, we'll find out. No doors, is there?
Nope. It just opens up into the next area. It's a wide area. Are you just going straight down the hall?
You don't have that built yet, though.
I don't. It's true. But give me 1 second. That's not what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. The best things in this life are free.
Right, he's also wearing a funny little cap. Yeah, Jingasa.
I don't know what a Jingasa is.
It's like a little dome with like curtains coming down the side of it, and it's got like an opening for the face, and it's got a little spike like a pickle out.
Huh.
But
Interesting.
and it looks ridiculous.
Well, at least we got a safe place to stay.
Okay, so when it opens up at the end, you would have been heading into what would have been the wealthy district during the dwarves' reign. Not a prison, from what you can tell. It's where the most wealthy dwarves had their homes. At the time of their creation, the buildings were well appointed and cheery looking. However, and there was a chasm that ran through the central most portion of the Great Hall, and it was considered the best view. However, due to the plane shifting of the mountain itself, the chasm has grown considerably, and it's not necessarily the safest thing to cross. There is a rope bridge that crosses the chasm, but there's a stone bridge itself that has holes in it, a goodly distance down past there. But yeah, it seems as though that what's his face either was mistaken or purposely misguided you about what was to the west of here. Also, could I get you guys to roll a perception check for me when you get to the position that I put you in?
39.
Nice.
17.
Not as nice.
Not a 39.
Okay. So, Quirtle, you feel a low vibration happening from somewhere. You're pretty sure it's coming from this direction and traveling toward you.
Something's coming up from below.
Well, let's take a step back then.
Okay,
Float,
as you
float,
start
Where's the
moving,
blanket?
as you start moving back, you guys start feeling it too. All right, put your pieces down. The rest of you guys start feeling it also, and the vibration becomes pretty intense. And like a devilish pinball machine from hell, a giant boulder, about as wide as the hallway, comes flipping down from right where those arrows are, leading into the next area, and starts heading your way in an awful big hurry, Indiana Jones style. So, let's see. How fast do you guys move?
30 feet.
If we're running, a lot.
Yeah.
If you're running, it's 120 feet. You can cross it around.
Right.
I can fly at 60 if I need to for a minute.
10,
I will pick the frog up.
30,
If that will
40.
get me away faster.
Okie doke. Could. Alright, so you guys started heading back. Could I get. Who's the slowest of you that is not being carried by someone else?
I think me and Havoc are both sitting at 30.
Yup.
Okay. Well, could I get each of you to make a reflex save, please?
Oh.
Hold on, Jeremy.
30?
Nice.
32, and I have evasion.
Nice. Okay, so shit, and then you round the corner, and the boulder does eventually come to a stop right there.
And stops us from going that way anymore, correct?
Yep.
Sons of bitches.
Do you think this was the little one?
How well cut is this boulder?
It's very round. I mean, it is not possible that kobolds did that. The
That's what I
kobolds
was
made this
trying to
boulder.
say. Judging by the smoothness in which it was done, this is probably dwarven stone cutting. So more than likely it's their boulder, but I don't know why. Did we step on something? I don't know. Can't go this way in any way now. Shit.
Sorry. I default to things trying to eat me, and I thought it was a worm coming up from the ground to eat me.
You're fine. You warned us. That's good start, Rock.
Is this is gonna be really weird. Is this boulder more than 23 cubic feet?
Let's see. 5, 10, 15.
What a question.
It's 20 feet by 20 feet. So it's, yeah, circumference is a lot.
I could stone shape it, but
Wouldn't be the first time this game.
I mean, if you
I-
really want to keep going that way.
You have to watch out. Have you used spells in this place before?
Not really.
No,
It's
mainly
awful.
I've been healing their wounds and
It is awful. But some spells just don't work in this place.
Well, yeah, dwarves are weird.
I don't think it's dwarves. I think it's the dragon.
That too.
It's hard
Oh,
to say. This whole place was built with defense in mind, so it's not impossible to think that the dwarves would have shielded it from certain devastating, stone-destroying aspects of magic.
Well, it looked like there was a ruined city out there, and I don't know.
I don't know.
Nothing's coming at us from this direction right now.
Yeah, not the thing that makes me think it's not a trap from the guy we just left is he probably would have sent some people to come crush us against a boulder here. But all right, so we can't go that way. Let's find another way to go.
I mean, maybe he's east-west dyslexic. I've heard of that.
That's possible.
He lied.
He did lie. That did not look like a prison.
It did not look like a prison, that's true.
We can kill him later.
Alright, so are you going to go to these double doors, or are you going to go to the ones up top?
These ones, I guess? The ones that we're standing
Yeah,
in front of?
let's hit these.
Okay, that's fine. Doom-ba-doom-ba-doom-ba-doom.
You know,
Large oak
Have we
double
not
doors block the way between... No, they have
have we not gone
done
through
that.
those doors?
Nope, they've not.
Okay.
Large oak double doors block the way to further progress within the mountain. They're locked.
Check for traps.
Yeah, just always you should check for traps. Go ahead, Jeremy, you got this.
27.
From what you can tell, they are not trapped.
Push them.
They're locked.
Pick the damn lock.
I picked the damn. Oh, that one may not be as high as I hope. And 25.
25. It's good
Oh,
enough.
hand.
Alright, you push open the large double doors. It reveals a short hallway that turns about 40 feet down. Turns to the south. There is another set of large double doors immediately in front of you, and what appears to be some sort of a guard post immediately inside the double doors on the south wall.
Okay.
Just like before, the floors are pretty much immaculate, well maintained, swept. There's no debris and shit laying all over the place, unlike
Clan Dreadnought. Okay. Yeah.
Knock knock.
Do you open the door?
Yup.
Okay. There are two kobolds inside that are in there as guards. They're freaking out. They're like, "Oh God, they're here to kill us!" That's essentially what they're doing. They're screaming to each other like, "We're screwed."
No, we're not here to kill you.
Become in relative peace.
Not going to kill you or anything, guys. Just
For some reason, Havoc's getting real up close in their face.
I am. I don't even say anything, I just get really close to one.
they are wearing the black outfits, right?
They are.
Okay, yeah, we're not here to hurt you guys. We just passed. We were trying to go the other way, but a giant boulder came down and tried to crush us. Is that
They're like,
normal?
"Oh yeah, that. Yeah."
Is that a thing that happens a lot?
The boulder?
Yeah.
Only if you go down the long hall leading into the rich people area.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Clan Human Bane's area.
Does he have any weapons on him?
Yeah. They've got their piddly little twig swords that are covered in that viscous black ichor, and they've got short bows also.
Clan Human Bane. It's not one I'm familiar with.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
How many clans are there?
A lot? I don't know. I can't count that high.
It's true. Other than their leader, and they're not very fun to talk to.
I pat him on the head.
Okay.
So he lets out, a little whimper when this mountain of a person's like, "Good kobold, thud, thud."
If we keep walking this way, what are we going to hit, by the way? I'm pointing towards the double doors in the area.
There's a lot
To the
of
east.
barracks around here. Like, this is where most of the warriors work.
That's what the kobolds say? Shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just barracks and stuff. Not going to find anything crazy.
For
gonna
the
try and kill
most
us?
part, let's see. Things that are going to try and kill you. I mean, it's not really. I mean, we really work pretty hard in this area, so it's. I think pretty much most of the traps have been dug out of here, either by the unfortunate kobold that set them off, or we were able to deactivate it eventually. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
always fun. They were always finding new ways to get killed by traps or mauled by traps. And
Okay.
There is some important stuff in here, like, don't just meddle with things, please. Because we have everything, like, a certain way, and Garunnak gets really mad at us if we mess with it, and if you mess with it, he'll blame us.
So what you're saying is mess with it. Gotcha.
Gotcha. So don't mess with anything.
Do you
that
speak
looks
Undercommon,
really
Jeremy?
connected.
No.
Okay. That's what they're communicating in.
Oh, JK.
I'll translate for him for you, just to make it easy.
Ha.
Okay. Well, if he's like, "Oh, got it. We'll do that," they don't understand it because he's
Yeah.
speaking in common.
Well, keep up the good work, boys.
Thanks.
Close the door on them.
Yeah, we'll just close this back up for you. Sorry about that.
All right. So you close the door. So noted.
You know, the funniest part about this is that they would have been splat if we hadn't talked to that other guy.
Yeah, but now the Clan Black Death has a place to stay within the hierarchy, and in return, no kobolds move into their territory after we kill them, because they still exist. And we get a safe place to stay. Safe, I guess. He puts that in quotations. Safe.
Yeah, I'm still gonna purify all our food and drink.
Yeah.
Seems legit.
I mean, they are kobolds, even though they're somewhat reasonable.
Right.
They're also kobolds known for making extremely potent poison. So.
Oh yeah, it was really funny when they poisoned themselves.
So-
Funny.
They sort of mentioned that this leads to one of the barracks.
Okay.
So you can go in. You can go in if you want.
Well, no, there is another way west, other than the boulder room.
First?
Oh.
Yeah, right down here. I'm not sure if he was totally lying to you.
Wait, there's another way west?
They're
Right down
That's
where you
east.
guys walked in.
That's east.
It's not actually. North is the top of the board. West is the DM side of the board. East is Strobe's side of the board.
Okay, so yeah, that's east, right? This is east.
Correct.
Okay.
So,
It's it's
I mean, I did
covered
walk
up, but
around
there
it,
is actually a compass down in the lower right-hand corner.
Hmm.
My lower right, I guess.
I see it now. Okay, yeah. All right. Well,
Okie
Havoc,
doke.
I'm not gonna stop you from doing all sorts of crazy shit or whatever. But I just want to find something. Right now, this place seems relatively in recovering time. I do
I'm
want
not
to know.
actually gonna kill anybody yet.
Yeah.
I'm saving my arrows.
Oh yeah. I guess. What about the door west? You're alright. There is a door there. My bad.
Yeah, it's a large set of double doors. They're really fancy looking, actually.
Oh.
Ooh, I'm gonna try the perception this time.
Oh, go for it, man.
40.
So it's possible that this was another major thoroughfare that the carts and wagons could have taken in order to get to the fields, the livestock area over here to the east. You do know that you followed the main thoroughfare into the mountain and then through the terrible hallway that shall not be mentioned, and then up the stairs, and that's where you broke away from it. You could have continued following it to the south, and it's possible that this is where it meets up.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know anything about a prison, but
I don't see any prisons. Could be mistaken. Alright, so the
is there
thoroughfare
anything of note with the door?
back the
Like
way we
blocked.
came.
No, it's not blocked. It's not locked. It doesn't appear to be trapped. It does have a mechanical component to it. Like it's possible that in emergency situations, these doors automatically close themselves.
Oh.
Hmm.
That's useful.
I mean, if you want to go through there.
Yep.
Well, might as well check it out.
Okie doke. Alright, through the door.
Oh.
Okay. Big
Ah!
ass
Nope,
room.
that's not where you wanted to be.
One second. Okay.
By the way, little frog dude, there's a dwarf around here who's kind of an asshole. He's our friend, kind of, but he's gonna ask you if you worship, what's his name?
Armok.
Arbok. And it's just gonna be in your best interest if you say yes.
I'm not sure I'm familiar with that god.
In any case, going through the large double doors into an absolutely huge frickin' room. By the way, I had to cut this room down for size. This is only half the room.
Jesus.
Alright, it extends a great deal further north also, but as you can tell, I'm running out of table. When you come through the door, you're essentially on a ledge right here, and there is a pretty steep decline towards the main room. The decline itself is pretty slick with moss and other like sludgy buildup. From the looks of it, it's pretty slippery. It's not necessarily, going to be easy to get back up if you go down there. Unless you can fly.
Hey,
I go down there.
I'm gonna stand by the door and think about going down.
Oh, one of the weird things is at Gripply, I actually have a climb speed.
Sure, that makes sense. Alright.
Like, if he touches a wall, he kind of sticks to walls.
Okay, so the air in here as you're traveling down there, Havoc, is like sauna-esque. It's hyper saturated with water, and it's warm, humid, bordering on hot. Yeah. In the middle of the room, there seems to be a number of chests that have been stacked up. All of the chests don't appear to be more than, like they could carry 30 or 40 pounds, but there's a lot of them. Like, probably a few dozen chests.
Jeez.
Well, this isn't a trap.
I mean, it's clear that carts did travel, like, through here at one point, but because there's, like, small digs and ruts in the stone. But what it's been used for since then, and why the rest of the room requires such a huge, like, area is still unknown.
So, I'll walk right up here, and I can safely say that I can see the entirety of the room from where Cordal is.
Right. I mean, it's pitch black, so whatever your sight distance in darkness is, that's how far you can see. Each small square is 5 feet.
90, 1, 2.
Yeah, I can see the thing.
I'm going to activate my time sight ability, which means for the next minute I have true seeing.
Okay.
And just keep scanning the room.
Alrighty. And true seeing just reveals invisible things, right?
Absolutely everything. Illusions,
Gotcha.
invisible creatures, pretty much anything.
Right. Okay. Yeah, you don't spot any invisible creatures or illusions of any kind.
Totally at home in this room. It's jungle temperature.
Okay, so once Jeremy gets within, what, 15, 20 feet of the crates, there's sort of a loud, like, king, king sound, like something heavy and metal above you is getting hit. Yeah.
I look up.
The ceiling is more than 60 feet away. It's pretty much pitch black.
More than 90 feet.
Nope, you can see the ceiling. There are holes in the ceiling. About, let's see, half a dozen of them, evenly spaced throughout the room. So, like, one here, one there, and then one here, one there, and then one there. So it's like
Okay.
6 of them. And, yeah.
There's holes in the ceiling, and I bet you anything things are going to come out of it.
At this point in time, the double doors over by Richard slam shut. So Philbrick, you're in here too, and a portcullis closes on the north side and the east side. I just removed it so that you guys didn't get any more suspicious than you were.
So was he trapped in there?
Yep.
Oh, good.
Fun time.
Oh boy.
Time to see what you're made of, Frog.
Yep. I wonder what's going to come. What doom's going to come from above?
Okay, at this point in time, what could be considered hot brown starts dumping into the room. So this superheated, scalding water that is also part of the sewage system starts getting dumped into the room from these 6 large holes in the ceiling. I'll just draw them out for you.
How high up are the boxes stacked?
The boxes are stacked to, I don't know, 3 or 4 feet.
Portal runs up to you, touches you, and says, you can fly now.
Good.
Okay, so you fly, and you're above the water. The water continues to rise.
How you doing, Philbrick? Philbrick?
Richard?
Sorry, muted. I'm standing on a slippery slope, and I'm stuck behind a portcullis, and the door's closed in my face.
Yep, and there's water rising.
Yep.
Can you fly?
What's the door made out of?
Door is made out of like a composite of like iron and shiny metals.
It's not made out of wood.
Nah, it's a dwarf door.
You guys are half orcs, that means you can see in the dark.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's got to be like a release lever somewhere around here.
There's never a release lever. This place sucks.
Sometimes there aren't.
There's like another portcullis
using
here?
Yep. You're using video game logic, and this place is designed to kill people. Like sometimes there is no release lever.
So is the water like flowing out this portcullis?
No, so it's flowing through it, and on this side, the north side, is just like the east side. There's a ramp behind the portcullis that leads up to what you assume is the main path leading from actually part of the area that they've already been, but they haven't been through that spot of it yet. It would be...
Like how thick are these bars? Like how much
squeeze
space
through
is
them?
there in between them?
you might be able to fit through them.
Because they were probably designed for dwarves not to get through them.
Right. Dwarves and things that size.
Yeah, he's gonna try and squeeze his tiny frog body through.
Okay, so can I get an escape artist check?
Untrained. Thing is straight dex. Do I have grease? No, I don't have grease prepped.
It's the best spell. I love grease. It's so multifunctional.
19 on the die. That adds just my straight dex. That is going to be 22.
Nice. You squeeze through. So you are on now the north side of the portcullis. The water is still rising, and it's reaching the bottom of the I would say, if the slide is as long as Richard's over here, which it is, so it's about the water's to about that spot. So 1, 2, 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3.
How high
right,
is the
does
ceiling in this?
Does he
The
have
ceiling,
another door?
the ceiling comes up to reach you. So the ceiling is about 15 feet where you are, Richard.
Okay.
Yes, there's a door at the top, actually. Let me just quickly build it. I'll just build the room that you're going into. So,
This looks like scalding hot water.
It is.
Okay. Oh. Your guys' characters are fairly perceptive, right?
Yes.
Okay. The frog doesn't take breaths.
This fucking thing. Get out of the way. You know there's a portcullis there. It's in my way.
Yep.
You fucker.
I think it actually means that he can survive indefinitely underwater if he doesn't have to breathe.
Yeah, if he doesn't burn to death.
Yeah, that's the problem. I don't think Endure Elements is going to work on scalding poop water.
Yeah.
I have heat resistance.
Dun 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 dun. Ja-da-da-da-da-da-da. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Yes, okay.
Hey honey, what's up?
Hey. Did you remember to feed the dogs dinner?
Yep.
Thank you. Have they been out recently?
About 7:30.
Okay. Yes, I smell.
Okay, so
Let's give Daddy.
there you are. You're about here, and dun, dun, that's where the water. Dang it! Draw, damn you! Why are you not drawing on top anymore? It's drawing on the table now. Damn it! Screw it. All right. So about where Richard is, it's 3 spaces in, is where the water line is. However, I need you to make a perception check as you're climbing up the embankment, as it were.
Other direction. Alright. Oh. My D20 just went flying off the table.
It probably is in the middle of the table again. They reset.
Oh, yep, there we are. 32.
Okay, as you're climbing up the embankment, you notice that there is a number of arrow slits. There, and there. Murder
Okay.
holes.
Yeah. Well, that's gonna be interesting. So yeah, he's got no other option other than to try and keep going. If things start shooting at him, yeah, it'd be interesting.
Okay. Dum dum bum ba dum bum ba dum ba dum. Fuck. Come back. Lock that shit down. Lock that shit down. Okay, as you continue to climb, indeed, whoever is behind the murder holes are like, well, easy pickings, and they start shooting through. What is your AC?
29 and a 50% miss chance for all ranged attacks.
Clan Black Death had its shot, guys. Had it.
I mean, is it possible that the people on this side didn't know? I
Nah,
mean, you're
we're
a-
killing all of them now.
Okay.
We gave him 2 hours.
He came back in an hour and a half.
But we
Oh,
gave him
This may
2
be a
hours.
different. This may be a different clan.
It's possible
Could
too.
be.
You don't actually know who's shooting at you. All right. Well, there's a 20. We'll see if that misses in a second. And then let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, and then try it again. All right. So, miss. Does it? It does not. Okie doke. So, critical threat. It does not confirm, just a hit. So your size is tiny?
Yes, they do
Yeah.
have their 50% chance.
Right, I already rolled for that, they hit.
Okay.
Yeah. So you take 3 points of damage from the arrow, and I need you to make a fortitude save.
Good. So good at those. Hey, 25.
Okay, that's what you needed. You take 40 points of damage.
40?
Yep.
Ow. Can I see anything behind the murder holes?
You can hear some gibbering and some excited shouts as you see, like, the tips of arrowheads poke through the walls, and then tiny black fletched arrows come flying through
Well,
with alarming speed.
not going to do. Okay. I'm going up to one of the murder holes.
Uh-huh.
Taking my hand, cone of cold.
Okie doke. You cone of cold through the murder holes. You hear some for a second, and then it's pretty quiet.
That hurt a lot more than expected. So, all right. This door, it's locked, isn't it?
It really is.
Have a
Okay, so at this point in time, the scalding water is... Why did it stop writing on the tiles? That drives me nuts. There. There we go. So, yeah. Jeremy, you've got plenty of room still, but,
Well, I'm also flying.
that's, yeah, that's why you have plenty of room. Otherwise,
okay.
you would be, like, baking like a lobster.
How hot is this nasty brown stuff?
Well, it's not completely brown. It just smells like hot brown. But it's very hot. Like, if you touch it a little bit, it hurts.
Okay.
Like, the temperature that lobsters boil at, that.
I'm just gonna put up a wall of force between me and it. Called a gay.
Okie doke. You put up the wall of force where that line is, then?
Yep.
Okie doke. What are you doing, Quirtle?
Well, I'm looking at this door and looking for a way to open it.
Can you pick locks?
Not really.
There's no lever or anything.
Nothing. Does it look like it could be forced open with you were really, really strong?
Possibly.
Mind to try telekinetically pushing it.
Okay.
Let me see if I can do that with telekinesis.
I
You know what's
plan to
a, you know what's a great spell? Knock.
Yeah, you know, shamans get all sorts of utility spells. They don't get knock.
Huh.
Let's see. Well, I can do any combat maneuver, sustained force. I can put 350 pounds of force on it.
You could
That's
try
probably
that.
not enough. Let's see.
I'm just floating around the room, looking around to see if there's anything out of the ordinary other than the hot shit.
No, not really. This is a pretty well-designed trap that is yet another layer of defense. This room had always been intended to be flooded in case of intruders.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to telekinetically try and rip the door whichever way its hinges are supposed to go.
Okay. So, away from you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's 350 pounds of force on it.
Okay. What's that equal in as far as like a strength score?
Makes checks at my own, like, wisdom. So basically, it's my wisdom of 26.
Maybe. Alright.
A plus your
Could I get
intelligence
a...
modifier, charisma modifier, or wisdom modifier in case of the shaman.
So could I get a strength check then, assuming that you would be using it as like a 26?
16?
Sorry.
And he can just keep doing this.
Okay.
Per Lure of the Heavens, his thing that makes him float 6 inches, he actually floats above all liquid surfaces, so until this thing reaches the very top,
Uh-huh.
he'll be 6 inches above it.
Alright, give it another shot.
All sorts of things about what the 17! Great.
So what's that with your...
No, 9 plus 8, 17.
Okay.
We'll be at this a little while,
Okay.
if the others have ideas.
So this here is the level of the liquid.
Like, this is the top.
Yep. So this would be
Okay.
like 5 feet.
Okay.
Jeremy, any ideas what you're doing?
I had a thought, but I don't know how smart it is.
Well, there's no one there to tell you that it's dumb.
How far can I fly with this, whatever you gave me?
You get 60
60
feet
feet.
of perfect maneuverability.
Can you make me invincible to the heat?
Hold on.
Not, that was more at Philbrick, because he's done it before.
Oh.
He's behind a wall of force.
Can he not hear me if I come up to the...
I have to touch you to do that. I'm pretty
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, I'm out of ideas then.
I mean, the
Let
frog
me
made
go
you
look at
fly.
my
He
spell list.
might be able to make you.
Okay, give it another roll there, Strobe.
Woo. Roll more than 9. That's not more than 9. That is, in fact, 1.
That's not good.
And he just sits there and he's doing his Hadouken maneuver. Not doing anything.
Okay, you got about 5 feet of space. I mean, you can
Right.
continue to try after you're underwater.
It's just gonna
Yeah,
suck.
because he's just
It's
gonna
just
have to
gonna
stop for a
suck.
second to drop resist energy on himself. But, alright, I'm gonna give it one more. Thank God, 27.
Okay, the doors burst open. Just as the water would have been about there. Alright, so they burst open, the water comes flooding down a really long hallway. So yeah, the level of water decreases significantly. Once those doors open, you can hear a really low gurgling sound, and the level of water starts to descend, even in the main cavern here.
Good work.
Okay,
Can I find
and
my way
once
to the other end of the murder hole?
I'm sorry.
Can I find my way around to the other side of the murder hole?
Yeah, I can load that map in a second, but these double doors over by Philbrick open up also at this point in time. However, the
Sweet.
portcullises do not. So Jeremy's still in there.
Is the water draining, or...
Yep. Yes, it is, Jeremy.
Well, before anything, I'm gonna go over to those boxes and see if there's anything of use in them.
Okay. In the boxes, you find a number of trinkets and doodads and whatchamacallits that the kobolds have been collecting. Like I said, no box weighs more than about 30 pounds, but they're all full of like shiny metal bits and mostly worthless coins. You figure in total, out of all of these chests, it's about 30 gold. The rest of the stuff in it's really just garbage. I mean, it all has a shiny quality to it, and you could potentially use that to barter with other kobolds, but it's up to you.
I'm gonna shove 2 of the trunks into my bag of holding,
Okay,
just in case.
sure.
And I am going to cloud form into this room.
Okay,
You said the portcullis was still closed here, right?
correct.
Yeah, I'm gonna cloud form over into this room.
Okie doke.
So I go ephemeral for a second and walk through. I'm still technically a cloud.
Sure.
I leave this fucking room before I get trapped in it again.
Sure.
And then I look around for the damn kobolds that are trying to ambush me.
You don't see anybody. Hallway's empty. If you guys want me to, I can load the previous map that has that large area that's unexplored, because they're coming at it from the other side at this point in time.
Oh. Wait,
Okay.
I just don't want to leave him over there is the thing. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys
I
are
don't wanna separate
pretty
the party.
split up.
he wanted
That's
to
the
check what kind of kobold that was in there.
that's the thing. I mean, the party is split. I mean, you'll be on the same map, but you're split. There's no other way to say it.
Yeah. Let's see. He doesn't have any other way to look in there, so I don't know. Let's we should leave this place. There are no other exits.
Not that you can tell. And you have
Alright,
the
can
true
I take
sight
20
going.
to squeeze his froggy self through?
Yep.
Okay.
Hi guys.
Well, that was riveting.
I'm a cloud of mist.
Was it
But I
rivet?
say I-
Was it riveting?
Yes.
Please don't. So that was a trap,
It was.
and that was a trap.
That may be the worst trap I've ever seen. I've never dropped
that one's-
poop.
That one's. They've been through worse.
The hallway of doom.
The hallway of doom. And there are other more vicious traps yet to happen in this place.
I mean, we once had the magical gender changing sphere. That was fun.
Just wait. The last trap is just terrible.
They're from a physiological perspective. We're not that different. Both of us have cloacas.
Wow.
Okay.
So what are you gonna do?
Well, we're not going back in the poop room.
The poop room is a bad room.
Let's keep going past the friendly kobolds. Well, that comes with air quotes.
So you're going south again?
And looking like.
It's up to you guys. I don't care. I just need to know where you're going.
Are we going south or?
Yeah,
Go.
I mean, we can either go past the boulder, which
How
not
can
sure
we get
that
past the boulder?
I'm not sure that my shaping's going to work on it. Or we go the one place that hasn't tried to outright murder us yet.
Two places. There's two places. There's down here, and then there's the doors to the east as well. Or west? Is that west? Shit, I can't. The east, yeah.
West is the boulder, east is the
Yeah.
2 sets of double doors.
That door, or over here, or up here?
Oh, yeah, I guess there's more than one 2 set area, so. I don't know why my own picture doesn't appear around the table. I wish it did. Because, anyway. But, The radio is on the south side of the table. The timer.
Okay, yeah. Alright, well, do we go further into Clan Black Death, or do we go to the right and hopefully not run into more traps?
No, we're gonna have to explore every direction forward.
Alright, let's just keep going through here then.
Okie doke. You gonna go through the double doors?
Sure.
Okie doke. True to their word, in the guard tower, that is indeed a barracks. It is empty, however. There are no guards in the entire thing. I mean, it's full of bunk beds and cots and, you know, dwarf-sized beds, but yeah, there are no kobolds.
Okay. Alright.
So you can either go this hallway to the east, or you can continue down this hallway to the south.
I don't know. East sounds good.
Alright, east it is.
I'm just thinking maybe if we go south, there'll be a way to get west.
If we go east, there may be a way to... Oh, no. Doesn't make sense.
Depends. If we're trying to make sure there is never anything behind us, this is the only way to go. We can always walk back.
Could I get a perception check from you guys?
Perception, say.
34.
$23.
25.
Okay. When you were turning east, you did notice that. Let's see. There is a... It looks like a crushing block came down, like, right here in the middle of the path. It's still down, mind you. And there is a skeletal human hand still grasping a letter.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Letters.
I take the letter.
Okay. I should have grabbed this before.
Are either of you injured?
I mean, kinda, but don't waste your spells.
I'm always injured.
Yeah,
I
it's
haven't been
true.
full health since we entered this mountain. Not even after we rested.
It's sad, but it's true. That's all. Handout 2 stuff. That's bullshit. That's crap. That's all crap. That's crap too. A lot of crap. This is not it. That's not it.
I am pulling out my wand of cure light wounds. They're so cheap. 8.
Okay. I had this, but now it's gone.
Philbrick gets healed for 15.
Yay!
It's supposed to be handout number 7.
Self 5 times. And force. I'm not healing myself. Havoc gets 15.
That's 3. That's 4. There's a handout that apparently seems to be missing. I don't know what I did with it. Oh, there it is. Duh. Passed it. Okay. So it's a letter, and it is addressed to a Glayton. I think you may have actually stumbled across this name once before. You found another letter. I think it was last time or the time before.
We did.
Anyway, it's addressed to a Glayton. Doesn't say Sir Glayton, doesn't say any of that shit, just Glayton. Glaton. A large dragon has been spotted in the area. As usual, we're interested in the lair and its treasures. You'll be given the usual 10% fee for scouting and mapping the lair, as well as a cut of the magical items. Remember, no matter what you do, do not engage the dragon. We will meet you on the 4th day after high moon, in the inn of the Spitting Cockatrice in the town of Lake Waves. You will receive 1,000 gold for your efforts to date. Our thanks by Viganus Thorso, or Vignar Thorson. God, stupid cursive. Yeah, and then underneath that signed the Warriors of Winter. So Glayton was one of the people that was mentioned. If I recall, it did say that he had been missing, and that doesn't bode well.
I think we found him.
Yep. So, something's this way.
Yeah,
He got squished.
got squished it did. But there is a block there, right? Like we can't walk
Yep.
past that way.
Well, no,
anyways.
you can go past it. It's
Oh.
a crushing block that came down and sitting there in the path still, but you can climb over it. It's not that big. It's only
okay.
5 feet by 5 feet. I mean, considering that it's made out of solid stone, that's a lot.
Yeah.
So are you going to
Yeah.
continue east or are you going to go south?
I'd like to go south, but if they want to go east, I'll go east with them.
We can go south. That's fine.
Yep.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Stop. Okay. So, yeah, I just need you to kind of do an all halt when I say stop. So right here, Jeremy, I need Havoc to make a reflex save, please.
Traps everywhere. It's a fucking place.
Did you say something?
33.
33. Okay. Another crushing block comes slamming down, but narrowly misses you.
Whew.
That was a close one.
You know, I have to give it to these dwarves. Redundant trap. Redundant trap.
Yeah. You can tell
Trying to
that
catch
this one is
adventurers.
on like a crank, like an accordion style set of. I guess it would be like a set of levers that crank it back into place. So after it slams down and hits the ground really hard, it immediately starts to crank back up. On close inspection of the other crushing block, it appears that the lever system snapped on it, so the crushing block is just there forever at this point in time.
I'm gonna mark the floor
Sure.
just in case we have to come back this way.
Okay. Let me just.
If we did that for every trap, I feel like every couple feet there'd just be red blocks everywhere. Just throughout the entire dungeon.
Okay.
Well, it's good to know where the ones that reset are.
Yeah.
Continuing on.
It's too bad this isn't 2E. We could just cast Find Traps and then.
Okay. So I need, well, Quardle and Philbrick moved first, so I need them to make a reflex save at this point.
Ah, awesome.
You know
Eat
you're
it up,
going the right
yum.
direction when
21.
21's not good.
27.
27 is okay. So Philbrick, being the more wary one, having become accustomed to these frickin' traps.
Get traps everywhere.
Yep. Yep, a crushing block comes down, narrowly misses you, and unfortunately smashes down on Quirtle quite hard. So, oh god, how much these do? It's a lot. Oh, that's not so bad. This, copy that. Yeah. You only take 25 points of damage.
Ow.
Could have been worse.
Okay. From now on, I'm perceiving. One tile at a time.
Yeah. They've gotten in the habit of always checking for traps before they go through doors for a reason. But it's not just doors.
Yep,
There's
even the
there's-
floor.
Sometimes it's the ceilings. All right.
Okay.
So that block rescinds back up into the ceiling, and then yeah, you see where it's coming down, so you're pretty safe. Yeah. Now you're in front of a door, or you can continue on down the
So
hallway.
if they move to like where I am, will it come down?
Yeah.
Can you like take care of these for us? Looking at Philbrick.
Disable what? I look to the ground like, is there something we're stepping on?
There's little
Is this-
mechanisms.
From what you can tell, no. That's the truly frightening thing. There are no pressure plates on the floor. You don't see any sensors of any kind on the ceilings. From what you can tell, it appears that they're just coming down, like in a very controlled way.
I cast Detect Magic.
There is no magic element to this trap.
My god, these things are crazy. No, I can't. I don't know how they're doing it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to.
Oh,
I'm going to perceive
I'm
right
still
here.
in
What's that? I'm sorry.
Brian. I'm still in cloud form for the next 40 minutes.
Okay.
Well, now it's 20. So I'm just gonna like go ahead
Okay.
because I can't be smashed in this form. I just look like a cloud.
Okay. You drift through here. Now that you know what they look like, you're pretty sure that this space and this space both have crushing mechanisms.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, are you going through this door, or are you just going to say screw it and continue west?
I will like low rumble thunder as I cross over these two squares because I actually am a cloud right now.
Right?
So they can kind of figure out what I mean.
Is the cloud doing American Sign Language?
Yes.
Oh
I
god.
nearly took that.
Morse
Sorry.
code actually this time.
PvP. PvP.
Short thunder, long thunder, long thunder, short thunder.
So I guess we'll skip the door then? Or since
I
you're
mean,
on the
we can go
space,
through
like
it.
you can just open it and then look
I will
inside real
perceive the
quick.
door.
Okay.
That's a good thing.
It doesn't take the door's locked, but the weirdest thing about it is that from here you can hear like a cacophony of like weird tangs and like metal on metal sounds. It sounds like tuk, 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 like there's this giant clockwork engine going on inside the room.
Huh. There's something weird going on in this room. It'll point out in this square where it's going to come down. You should come over here and unlock this door.
Uh,
Is there a crack underneath the door that I can miss through?
Sure.
Does he get a reflex bonus for knowing the trap is coming?
Yeah.
eh,
Alright. So, you go into the room. Alright, Jeremy. Havoc is looking at a huge room that is full of gears. If the mountain had a beating heart, this would be it. The entire room is full of like twisting gears, and there are levers and switches everywhere.
Well, I can't actually touch any of them right now, so I'm just gonna wait. Looking around at all the switches to see if any of them seem more important than the other ones.
I mean, some of the minor switches control some of the small clockwork type stuff, but there are big levers that control the other wheels. You're not even close to having any clue what they do.
Can I get a knowledge dungeoneering or something like that?
You could try DC 55.
Roll 20.
Stranger things have happened.
yeah. What? 55, yeah.
Nope.
That's even with my intelligence, that's an impossibility at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge area. Who knows what these things control? It might not even be in this area that they control.
Okay.
Damn, should have played my half-orc bard. Legend lore.
Well. All right.
So, yeah. What now?
I'm waiting for the cloud. I guess I open the door, or I check the door for traps.
Okay.
There aren't any traps, right?
Nope.
Is the door locked?
Yep.
Yes.
That is a 29.
You open the door. Well done.
Sweet.
You see the same thing that I just told Havoc.
Thunder.
Wait,
Well, shit.
check the square in front of me for traps.
I generally do it so that, like, if you're looking in a hallway, I'll tell you if you see anything weird in your line of sight.
Yeah. He now knows to check every hallway.
Do some of the levers look like they will engage automatically? Like
Yes.
there's a... Okay.
They have any writing on them?
Actually, no.
And the wall just ends right here.
You can't see it?
Nope.
Really? God damn it. It's not touching at all. Alright.
touching!
I'll have to change color to see what you're talking about. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, it stops like right there.
Bitch.
Makes no sense. That was one of my most carefully drawn... Fucking... Goddamn... hidden boxes from hell. Oh, you wanna know why? That's why. That's stupid. Ugh. Alright, well I'm just gonna reveal that hallway then so that you can see what the... There.
Is there a door here?
Nope.
Thank you. Alright, so levers everywhere.
not sure if it'd be terribly wise to randomly start pressing levers, but I have a great need to.
Curiosity, man. Curiosity.
The new one many a frog.
Well, we could always stop here. It is about 5 to 10, 4 to 10, and next week we'll have Kahu back, the smartest barbarian ever, and hopefully we'll have our dwarf back, since this is like
His
dwarf
shit.
tech.
Yeah. I'm okay with stopping here.
Yeah,
Kahu,
That's
not
good.
stupid.
Kahu's smart.
Kahu actually strangely is smart, and I don't know why.
also barbarians are the best trap soak.
They really are.
They
Yep.
even realized that that's what people use their barbarians for. They gave them trap sense.
Yeah, they not only have trap sense, but he took like 2 levels of rogue, so
Nice.
he can find them and disarm them.
Oh, man.
My frog mini is probably meant to be a monk, but he just looks like he's in the middle of like a sweet dance.
Okay, game is saved. So I'll see you guys back here next week. I may send out a thing depending on how Bandcamp goes, whether or not I will be available. So
Okay.
I will let you know when we're a little closer. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good, man.
Thanks
All
a
right.
lot.
Take it easy, guys.
Thanks.
Later.
User disconnected from your channel.